This the 70-30 show. What the hell do I know? But I know we finna get straight into this though. Now I told you guys I'm finna be showing you guys how SANETER and a few guys from the House of Consciousness is willing to monetize molestation. And so you see Dr. Reggie right there, he finna instantly get into money issues and lawyer issues that's revolving around this case. He's not once really gonna say anything about the victim. But y'all know what I would like for everybody to do though. Don't be shy with that like button and don't be scared with that subscribe button and share the video.
Hey, can I talk for a few seconds? All right, peace. Okay. Court cases, criminal and civil, are money games. That's what they are. There's real no justice in the United States, right? Otherwise, the president of the United States would be in jail for all the things that he did, right? So it's about who's the lawyer, how much money that you have, and what you did. Everybody in this room has committed a sin. Everybody.
We're talking about polite sin right now, and he want to say everybody in this room committed a sin. Yes, everybody has committed sins, but some people's sins are worse than others. Let me say it again. Some people's sins are worse than others, but OGs with no wisdom, in my opinion, got the loudest mouth and the biggest opinion. But this the 70-30 show. What the hell do I know?
Everybody has done something wrong that we don't want to talk about. Everybody. It's not anybody. The feds have an over 90% conviction rate, right? The state does not. This is a state case. It's a state case. And any money turns the wheels in criminal justice. I worked in criminal justice for 16 and a half years, right?
Now you heard him. He said money turns the wheel of the criminal justice. Now, even just saying words like that, the criminal justice system is not fair according to Dr. Reggie. Because if money could turn a wrong into right, and we all know that Polite, he got a little bit of money in his bank account, could he take his money and make a situation that he did wrong into right? But we finna hear Dr. Reggie. He finna say a whole bunch of bullcorn. You know what I'm saying? He finna say a whole bunch of it. He finna say a whole bunch of bullcorn. I think he finna go sit on the commode and shit some bullcorn. Let's continue.
And then I did a Fed case, and I've helped a friend of mine get off on 7 years on a state case, right? By accepting his plea.
So the friend that you helped get off of his case, right? Was he a guilty person? Did he really do what he got convicted of doing? And did you come in and basically help somebody who did a crime to do less time for the crime that they commit? If you do the crime, do the motherfucking time. The 70-30 show. What the hell do I know?
What I will say is, because everybody has done something wrong, and there are some wrong, bad optics in this case. If you go to trial, you might be looking at 30 years of your natural life. If they give you something that you can live with, I would tell everybody to take it. There's a lot innocent people doing 20 to 30 years, right? Being in the wrong car, somebody
What does innocent people who is in jail and to free all innocent people that is in jail and they is in there for a crime that they didn't commit? Now, I will wear free those men shirt or free those women shirts for the women, you know, who is basically in jail for a crime they didn't commit. But we're talking about Polite in his situation, why is you bringing the world and the world problems with this one individual problem that we're trying to focus on at this particular time? This the 70-30 show. What the hell do I know?
Or put a gun in the car and they got to take the case. There's drugs in the car that they don't know about. And a lot of these people who are innocent, completely innocent, are females. But they feel so much that they're innocent, they don't look at the optics of the time. I feel that Brother Polite, because of the optics.
Now, hold on. Let's go back just a quick second because he keeps saying optics. All right, hold on.
But they feel so much that they're innocent, they don't look at the optics of the time. I feel that Brother Polite, because of the optics are bad, right? We'll do some time.
He said because the optics are bad. This is an old man. When I first heard him say optics, I'm like, I don't think he's using the correct word to define what he's talking about. But we're going to go to Google Gang God Gang Google, to see what optics is. The definition of optics.
Optics means the scientific study of sight and the behavior of light, or the properties of transmission and deflection of other forms of radiation. Do you want to hear the next one?
It's the transfer light, and at the end of the definition, a form of radiation. What does the hell does Polite case have to do with light and radiation? The optics of his case has to do with radiation? Let's go back.
But they feel so much that they're innocent, they don't look at the optics of the time. I feel that Brother Polite, because of the optics are bad, right?
The optics of the time and the optics are bad. I just pulled up the definition of optics, and how does this coincide? How does this coincide with what he's trying to explain? He got me mumbling and stumbling on words. But this the 70-30 show. What the hell do I know? Hit that like and subscribe button though.
We'll do some time. I also feel that if they had a strong case and no mitigating evidence, they wouldn't have offered him a plea. If they offered him the plea, that's because there's some bad optics both ways. Both ways. Not just on the victim.
And he keep using the word optics. He keep using the word light and radiation. You know what I mean? Look at SANETER. He got his hand on his nose like, the fuck is Reggie talking about? He throwing the whole situation off. I hope don't nobody call in and challenge him on the stupid shit he's saying. But let's continue.
Side, but on Brother Polite's side. Now, Polite came on and he said that his clothing, his underwear, his intimate stuff was missing. Y'all forgot that? Y'all forgot that? Sorry, you ain't forget that, right? He came on, not on his show, but he came on and he said that his clothing was missing. For some of you, that might be say, well, somebody took his clothing. Polite didn't know who took his clothing. The police, somebody robbed his room. But when they take your intimate clothing that has your DNA on it, gotta be careful. Now, I think that Brother Polite is looking at the time that he could face on trial and the time that he could live with, right? Because it's a no-win situation. And people set people up. Now, this is, if they had an airtight case, they wouldn't be offering him anything. Now, a lot of people thought that O.J. Simpson murdered the woman. They believed that. Oh, he did it. He did it. Come to find out, well, one, in court he was proven not guilty. Two, they found out the serial killer, who is the woman's handyman, who's...
What does O.J. Simpson has to do with the Brother Polite case. You see these old ass niggas, they full of shit. Look at Dr. Reggie with his motherfucking Toby nose. And look at SANETER with his rhinoceros nose. Look at this motherfucking shit show that they call the House of Consciousness, the toughest environment to be in. Source up or shut the fuck up.
Who confessed to doing it? Right? Now, OJ said it was all or nothing. Brother Polite made, because I don't know, nobody knows what he did. Stop trying to be fortune tellers. But do understand.
Dr. Reggie have a whole lot of optic radiation radiating off of those glasses because you can see the light. That's the definition of optics. You opposition to the plan. SANETER is hella mad right now, but we finna get into how they trying to monetize this victim situation. This the 70-30 show. You can't say the 70 without the motherfucking 30.
Understand the criminal justice system works on money. Brother Polite had enough money to defend himself. That's what I want to say. And listen, and I got y'all got my son, you got my extended.
Brother Polite got enough money to defend himself. He has enough money to defend himself. So he's not innocent then, meaning that he has enough money to defend himself. He don't have enough money to play offense. He got the money to play defense. So he's on defense. He's trying not to get scored on. When you're on offense, you do the scoring. Let's continue.
Cousin. She's she was a buy and bus detective in New York. You got her watching this show. but we all come to the conclusion that, listen, money talks, BS walks. Most of us are broke. And most of us would have done the time, right? Even if we didn't do it, we would have done the time because we're broke. So we're listening to a whole bunch of broke people. I mean, the only person I know that's really not broke is Brother Smash, right? And Brother SANETER. But
only person I know that really not broke. Only people I know that's really not broke is SANETER. This is a whole money grab. Let's continue.
The majority of us maybe have some good jobs, but you can't. Do you know how?
No, brother, I'm broke, brother. I'm broke.
SANETER's broke.
Yeah.
Hey, Sai, let me give you some advice.
Look at SANETER. I'm broke. I need some more cash apps. Look at, I'm broke. You know what I mean? Like, don't be telling people I got money. Don't be telling people I still got some of that scam money. Me and Polite done scammed the community for. Do not let the people know that. Please don't let the people know that.
It was a joke, brother. I'm broke like a mug.
I'm gonna tell you because I said that because I didn't want to disrespect you and call you.
No, you ain't disrespecting me. You telling the truth. I'm broke as hell.
So SANETER's broke. So what I would say is, if you get the interview with if you get the interview with Brother Polite, why don't you just tape it privately and sell it to the news networks? Sell it to VH1.
Wow, I like that.
Look how big SANETER eyes got. We gonna take it back. You see, oh, sell it here, sell it there. Let's sell it everywhere. And see how bright SANETER eyes get.
Oh,
I'm gonna tell you because I said that because I didn't want to disrespect you and call you.
no, you ain't disrespecting me. You telling the truth. I'm broke as hell.
So SANETER's broke. So what I would say is, if you get the interview with if you get the interview with Brother Polite, why don't you just tape it privately and sell it to the news networks? Sell it to VH1.
Wow, I like that, Reggie. You know what? You might be on to something now, bro.
Wow, you might be on to something. We're talking about a 14-year-old allegedly who got molested by a 38-year-old by the name of Michael Nowak. And here goes SANETER and Dr. Reggie talking about selling it to VH1. For one, VH1 ain't finna buy no motherfucking interview from SANETER. If they want the goddamn interview, they will motherfucking offer Polite a way better situation than SANETER can ever offer Polite. But nevertheless, these two old ass niggas got their heads up Sister Nepal ass. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. But these two old niggas got their motherfucking heads up a whale's ass, and they just think that they could just take this interview with Brother Polite, chop it up, and sell it to different news networks like they're gonna waste their goddamn time, you feel me, with this Polite situation. The only thing the news network is gonna release is how much time this brother gonna do for the crime he committed. But this the 70-30 show. What the hell do I know?
Hip hop, all of them want a piece of this, so sell them pieces of it. So get the interview, give other people something, but give it to VH1 and give it to all those other people. Don't give it to no.
Let's just give a little bit to our people. Just give a little bit to our people, and then give it to VH1 and this, that, and the third. They trying to monetize molestation. They trying to monetize what this victim went through. Hopefully I didn't go back too far, because I want you to hear him say this shit again.
Because guess what? The United States don't work on that. They don't.
Oh, you know what? Yeah. Oh, I might just put it on my Patreon page, Reggie.
No, that's not enough money.
No, it's what I want it to be. I could make it $20
Now look at it. Put it on my Patreon. Make it $20. Dr. Reggie talking about, that's not enough. That's not enough. Just imagine if SANETER would have told Dr. Reggie, look at this. I'm going to put it on my Patreon. I'm going to try and sell it here. I'm going to try and sell it there so I can give all the proceeds to the victim. You know what Dr. Reggie would have did? He would have ended the goddamn live. SANETER would have been like, I wonder where Dr. Reggie went. I wonder did his Wi-Fi go out? Hell no, that nigga jumped off the goddamn live hearing some shit like that. We ain't finna give the motherfucking proceeds to the victim. We're gonna take this situation that happened to this victim, and we're gonna capitalize off of it on the name of the House of Consciousness. Let's hear this shit again.
Don't condemn nobody. Understand that this is a money case, and you understand that the women that Polite attracts, understand that, not his wives, not his wives that been down with him day one, but do understand that any woman that
his wives that been down with him since day one, all the other the women that Polite attract, we're not talking about his wives though. You see how, men, they tend to big up women, but at the same time, disrespecting other women? Like, look at this. Polite wives have to sit down and use the bathroom just like those other women have to sit down and use the bathroom. Let's hear this shit one more time, man, before I get up out of here.
Right? Even if we didn't do it, we would have done the time because we're broke. So we'll listen to a whole bunch of broke people. I mean, the only person I know that's really, really, really not broke is Brother Smash, right? And Brother SANETER. But the majority of us maybe have some good jobs, but you can't. Do you know how many?
No, brother, I'm broke, brother. I'm broke.
Hey, SANETER's broke. Yeah. Hey, San, let me give you some advice.
I'm broke as a joke, brother. I'm broke like a mug.
I'm gonna tell you because I said that because I didn't want to disrespect you and call you.
No, you ain't disrespecting me. You telling the truth. I'm broke as hell.
So SANETER's broke. So what I would say is, if you get the interview with if you get the interview with Brother Polite, why don't you just tape it privately and sell it to the news networks? Sell it to VH1.
Wow, I like that, Reggie. You know what? You might be on to something now, bro.
Yeah. All hip hop, all of them want a piece of this. So sell them pieces of it. So get the interview, give other people something, but give it to VH1 and give it.
Give our people a little something. Now look at this. Do VH1, do they donate to SANETER on a day-to-day basis? Since SANETER been doing these live streams for years, have VH1 reached out to SANETER, but give it all to VH1, but just a little bit to the people who've been donating for years?
To all those other people, don't give it to no Vlad. Vlad got to pay. He got to pay like everybody else. Tasha K is probably gonna call you for the interview.
Vlad gonna have to pay. Everybody's gonna have to pay, but the victim is not gonna get paid. Everybody gotta pay. Everybody gotta pay, but the victim is not gonna get paid.
Nah, that bitch ain't calling me.
Yeah, everybody wants this. So my whole point.
Herman Smalls in the building. Herman Smalls in the building.
So don't condemn nobody. Understand that this is a money case, and you understand that the women that Polite attracts.
Herman done came in, but Dr. Reggie still want to explain why this is a money case. I'm gonna see if I can get Captain up in here real quick and let him read off the case. Let him read off some charges that's involved in the case, and we gonna end the show there.
Plus, I got interviewing coming up, man.
Who?
You interviewed the brother a few years ago, Captain Tazariak General. I got him coming up again.
So you got a nice lineup, man. You got a nice lineup.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's see what the captain got to say real quick. Captain, you on the call?
Hey, I appreciate it. Hey, peace to the panel. Reggie was scaring me a little bit. The way he was talking, man. Like, and well, I like what Smash.
Man, I'm glad Captain Tazariak said that. He peeped everything, in my opinion, that Dr. Reggie was coming with. He peeped all that shit. Reggie was just worrying about the money, worrying about making this situation into a money bag, and how SANETER was gravitating to what Dr. Reggie was saying. SANETER was agreeing with it. So that's why I said, like, man, they trying to figure out a way to monetize and get some money off of this situation that happened with the victim.
Captain Tazariak General. I got him coming up again.
So you got a nice lineup, man. You got a nice lineup.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's see what the captain got to say real quick. Captain, you on the call?
Hey, I appreciate it. Hey, peace to the panel. Reggie was scaring me a little bit. The way he was talking, man. Like, and well, I like what Smash said. Smash don't change whether I feel like you could do.
Smash to keep it real.
Yeah. So he don't change whether I think you should do the interview or not. You know, whether you do it or not. But the part where he said that he's working you, I do agree with that. Like, where everybody else will fail, he know he can count on you because you know you're gonna ride from him. So it is something I think should be taken.
Why do everybody think SANETER is just some dumb ass nigga?
No, I don't think it's from that position. I don't think it's.
Hold up. How come you don't think in your mind SANETER is working him? Why y'all don't take it from that perspective? Like, what is SANETER goal behind this?
My thing is, why would you have a goal behind an expected pedophile that is supposed to be your friend? You know what I'm saying? And now you gotta have an end goal behind the situation. Why won't you just leave Brother Polite alone? Let him handle his affairs. You go on with the House of Consciousness and you push the information. But for some reason, you need Polite. That's just my opinion. For some reason, you need Polite. For some reason, because this is a situation where, you know, you got to wash your hands and bygones be bygones. You know, we all probably didn't have friends before and they done did certain things. And it's like, you know, bro, I still got love for you in the whole nine. But at the end of the day, what you did is just, you know, it was unjustly, it was unmoral, you feel me? And the best thing for me to do is just to separate myself from you. No love lost. You should understand. But this the 70-30 show. What the hell do I know?
What is SANETER gaining behind this? How do you know SANETER is not working him?
No, you definitely gain from it though. I don't think nobody takes away from the gain that you're getting, but it's more so looking at the position that he's in. He need to, because let's say I think he's gonna get like 4 years or some shit, whatever time he's gonna get. He got to come back out, so he needs a voice or he needs an outlet to be able to say something that will kind of sway or get some type of compassion. So that's the working part that I see where he getting you. You definitely could work him like what Reggie said as far as paying and stuff, like all of that comes into play. So I get that position, and like I said on Garfield's platform, if you ask him some whack ass questions and don't put no pressure, it's, you know what I mean, it shouldn't be like a kind type of interview, because this is not a man that doesn't come, he's not an individual that comes from this is a single event type of environment. He comes from an organization where their leader is in jail for similar charges. Mm-hmm. So you could damn near say he learned.
They come from just like that.
You know what I mean? Right. He could come from a.
You got a leader that similar charges to you, brother.
Captain,
but hold up, Reggie. Reggie, hold on. I've been hearing lately, and correct me if I'm wrong, Herman Smalls, I know you got some information on it. And I know you probably got some information.
I kind of want to skip this a little bit.
Is Dr. York locked up for molestation? Is he locked up for molestation, Reggie?
He's locked up for charges largely on money laundering and criminal continuation.
Right, but is it molestation though?
I don't think those are the major.
Right, so why everybody say he's locked? Why do everybody think he's locked up for molestation?
Now he wanna ask Dr. Reggie what is Malachi locked up for, and then he wanna say, why do people wanna act like Malachi is locked up for molestation? But when you call Brother Polite Dr. York, you was calling him in reference of child molestation. You see the double here? So why would you call Brother Polite Dr. York, but now, because you weren't calling Brother Polite Dr. York because of the scamming that Brother Polite was doing, which I've heard with Dr. York, he was also in the field of scamming. That's just what I've heard. But now you is asking a question, oh, what did Dr. York go to jail for? Well, if it wasn't for molestation, you know, well, what's going on? But the thing is, you know the situation with Dr. York, and that's why you referred to Polite as Dr. York. It's the 70-30 show. What the hell do I know?
You know, I'm actually glad you said that, Si, because like people looking at like not getting off. If anybody looked at those dockets, do y'all know what them L and L?
No, I don't.
All right, so I'm gonna read a couple of these for you, right? So when you look on that,
can I say one thing to Captain?
Yeah, go ahead, Reggie.
Yeah, Captain, I ain't scaring you. I'm not scaring. I'm not scaring. But I do know everybody works everybody. And so at the end of the world, Captain, you want Brother Reggie and SANETER as Hamites to build your walls. Everybody's working everybody, right?
Well, real quick, I'm gonna add that work, if it's mutually beneficial, if he need an auxiliary and you want the video, then that's mutual. By the way, peace to the chat. But I just wanted to say I only came back in because I be in the chat just talking my shit, and I got blocked. And I know you didn't do that, Si, so I
you
just
got blocked. Hold on.
So I just be chilling and clowning, man. Don't be taking that stuff.
Yo.
Machistic abuse, sex, touch another person in an appropriate intent. Where individuals.
Everybody.
Hey, peace, Smash.
That's what's up.
Hey, I'm gonna read some of these charges, right? So, because like when they say he didn't get in charge with the molestation and rape, L&L MOL child 12 to 16. That means lewd, lascivious describes acts that are done with sensual intent, lustful intent, unchaste intent, wicked intent, and or licentious intent, with individuals who are between 12 and 16. Then you got L&L conduct with the child. This crime is defined as inappropriate and intentional touching of a minor who is less than 16 years of age, as well as the act of forcing a minor to touch another person in an appropriate way, which now could imply two people. L&L ex Hib 16 by 18. The crime of lewd or lascivious exhibition is committed when a person intentionally masturbates, exposes their genitals in a lewd or lascivious manner, or commits other sexual acts in the presence of a child, which is sadomasochistic abuse, sexual bestiality, or the simulation of any involving act. You also have the engaged CH Basics, a person with familiar authority or custodial authority soliciting or committing sexual battery on a charge. So these charges are not like light charges that he's pleading to. And so we need to take that stuff into consideration. I actually don't like that he did it, because I wouldn't want to think that a brother would commit, like, child molestation, period, is not something that should be taken lightly. Unfortunately, it is taken lightly. And that's why people look at it like, well, he had to cop to this, he had to cop to that. If you're innocent, especially on a charge like this, I think you should ride it out to the end if you're innocent. I mean, because when you go to...
Go ahead, finish. My bad.
I was just going to say, because, like, this is the one crime you go to jail, and I don't agree with what they do, but this is the one crime when you go to jail, ain't no getting around that. So it's a tough situation. What I also like to point out, though, like, Polite also would talk mess about Israelites with raping with GMS, because Israelites talked about that. What I find is when he did that interview with that woman of mine, he pointed out, he allowed her to say that I was messing with underage girls while he was interviewing her. So this is, to me, judgment from the Most High. I look at it as well. Most people won't like me saying that, but it's interesting that he's getting locked up for a crime he let some woman say I was doing personally. Like, he let a woman come on his show and say that I was dating two underage girls fresh out of high school, and he allowed her to say it. So I just find it judgmental that now he's getting in that same position. And how could someone that is that prominent, this brother got wives, this brother is popular, he got money. This echoes the sentiment of the mentality that you have to even put yourself in that position with an underage girl. Like, why would he ever even put himself in that position to get caught up like that? Like, we got to look at what he's pleading to. We got to look at how did he let himself, like, what was going in his brain that made him get in that scenario with that girl in the first place? Like, that's the type of questions, like, if you want to be cold with it, we got to get to that part, because that is a fucked up mentality. You think about R. Kelly peeing on women. This is another man, famous, could get women, got money, XYZ, but
Now,
he still...
Captain, make sure you give me some good questions, brother. That's all I want from you, brother. If you don't want to come in, and when I...
Hey, man, it's the 70-30 show. What the hell do I know? But you know what I would like for everybody to do, though? That is to not be shy with that like button. Don't be scared of that subscribe button. Share the video and help your brother grow. After this, I will be jumping into those womanizer videos, but I had to call out the hypocrisy, you feel me, on this case. But I'm out. Peace.